Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Welcome, welcome. It is Friday or Fun Friday, as we used to call it on here. It's currently 5:43 a.m. Pacific time, 8:43 Eastern, and 8:44 p.m. in Singapore. I'm excited this morning. There's so much to unravel, but really, let's go by sequence. Step number one. Hello, Miss Dora. Could you please confirm the sound, because I am doing something completely new for the first time. So if you cannot hear me, we will know why, and that will pretty much put an end to this whole charade. So if you could please, you're the first one that I can see on the inside of the chat. So once that's clear, hopefully we can get going, and I may be able to share my excitement this morning. While we are waiting for that, I have not been able to launch Discord on my computer. Hopefully, uh, those who are relying on the link, they will get that from YouTube, should they be subscribers. So, um, all right, thank you, Mr. Andrew. I appreciate that. All right, so uh, is there? Wait, so let me go back then. And get started. So first of all, the reason I'm excited, there's so many reasons to be excited. Yeah, obviously here to be with you guys, uh, for this stock market technical analysis, for Friday, October the 23rd. But there are just, I am buzzing of excitement. The first one is that we have our first video. If we can switch screen on here, our first video to reach 10,000 subscribers. It's not much, but I mean, I like to celebrate small successes. So trust me, this is not something that I take for granted at all. So let's see here if. Yep, I'm asking YouTube to switch to this view, so not sure if that's the case. So can we get to, oh yeah, here we go. This video has gotten 1,000, not 1,000, we wish that. So between January, yeah, it was created January 18th, so 9 months, oh, yeah, thereabout. So the how to use flow algo video, which is responsible for most of the subscribers on this channel, right? This represents a whooping almost 20% of the subscribers subscribe off of this video of the subscriber that we have right now. So I want to take the time to show and express my gratitude towards all of you who have been supporting the channel, supporting me particularly, because trust me, it requires some perseverance to get there. 10,000 views for me, I would have never imagined this. So whatever happens from here on, at least we will have this to share between us, that hey, this channel at some point it had a video with 10,000 views. There are others that are getting there, but hey, we really, this first one, we really want to say thank you. And in light of that, so we launched a contest recently, right, saying that hey, every month we're going to be taking the names of the people who subscribe to our to the channel, to the YouTube channel, and then we will select one person to get free access, all things included, at successful trading for 1 month. We did that at the end of September. Renzo T was the person who was selected. That person has not shown any sign of life. That's a little bit discouraging, right? You are giving things, sorry, you are giving things for free, but nobody's interested in that. So yes, we're going to double down on that, since we were kind of, not kind of, we did say that because that was a potential scenario to that could have occurred. So for us here, what we're going to be doing then, at the end next week, yeah, because next week, so next Saturday, we're going to be putting together not only the October folks, but the September folks as well. But instead of just picking one person, we're not going to pick two person. We're going to pick three individuals. Yeah, out of this list of people who are subscribed between September 1st and well last Saturday. So you have now increased chance to three times more opportunity for you to, if you are interested, to get a free membership to successful trading service with everything included, one-on-one coaching, the trade alerts, access to Discord and the like. Because I'm still having people asking me, oh, how to get access to your Discord. We did a full video, yeah, on how to get access to our Discord. Speaking of videos, that leads us to our next exciting thing. Well, it doesn't take much to get me excited for those who know me, right? So, we have a brand new setup. Is there even a way? Are we sharing that setup? Because right now, I have to be honest with you. I don't know which that you guys are seeing. I don't know which that I'm seeing. So yeah, there's something went off a little bit, and yeah, because I don't see myself. I don't see the image of myself. Oh boy, how did that happen? How did that happen? So they have these profiles where they say, okay, so profiles, that's fine. You guys can see the screen. I need to insert a camera. The camera had to be able to see me, and that's that's not working. Okay, fantastic. So screen selection tools. All right. Well, I didn't anticipate this. I should have known, right? My main concern this morning was to be able to make sure that the sound and the new sound that we have set up, it's working. But I failed to figure out that, hey, this OBS system, the streaming software, whatever you change something, it's as if you are starting from scratch, and I'm not sure why it is doing that. I should have known when they decided not to show something. So what did I do? What did I do wrong? Let's see if I do this. Here is what happened. Here it is. All right. Oof. That was okay. So can I then share my other part of excitement? This is my setup in case you were wondering what is this guy so giggly about this morning. So that's we recorded a video late again as usual. I am in Pacific time zone, so some of the things may be late in the evening. We tested it yesterday by recording a video on support and resistance for beginners. So, and the video was actually getting a great traction. That's the only thing that got me excited. Before I will post video on YouTube that will get no other than FlowAlgo, because FlowAlgo is just one of those phenomena. It took off. We didn't know about it at all or anything. So, but there are actually YouTubers. They have how would I call it? Software to help, just like the blog that we have been writing, right? So optimize a lot of things. So that's what my excitement is about, because I can now make sure that the content that I'm serving is not just my perspective. It has never been like that, but really I need to make sure that what comes out there are things that not only this group, it starts with this group that's of subscribers that we have here, part of the subscription trade service, but also people out there who are looking for that content. So that's what got me excited. So maybe we can get this away out of a distraction. So hence I was asking for sound check this morning to make sure that the new setup somehow does not take away in anything. Okay, is it out of the view now? All right, very good. All right, thank you about that one. All that. So how do they call that? They call that in some shows they call that stalling. So yeah, I was stalling with all of those things to allow more people to come in. I think 7 is a completion number. So with 7 concurrent viewers, I think it is go time for pre-markets analysis here at Successful Trainings. All right, so let's then do we switch gears or no? Do we switch screen? Hopefully it allow me to do that. So inside of, yeah, so this one, what is it showing? So the stock market technical analysis for today. So 3000 feet viewer, 3000 feet view of the market through the lenses of QQQ and SPY. What worked yesterday? Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that, and then what to look for in terms of today's movers, and where we can provide opportunities to make money, because hey, at the end of the day, that's we can uh, definitely enjoy all other parts of it. At the end of the day, what convenes us here, the mission is to make money out of the market by trading options, by trading weekly options, using successful trading AI system, or whatever knowledge that I can bring forth that can help you traders make sound decision to make money out of this market. Okay, so with that in as our agenda, let's dive in. Let's go to TradingView 2 to take a look at where SPY yesterday closed, where it may be headed in the near future here. All right. Okay, so you should see the screen. The first one that popped there is pin. Oh, has anybody trading pins lately? Maybe I need to say that sentence by contractual. No, no, no. Just feels to me like pins is always moving. So okay, so here, can we zoom in? Yep, we can zoom in. Okay, yesterday was a green candle. Which is this true? Yeah, this is SPY. Yesterday, let's say, is this true? Yesterday was a green candle, so it looks, hey, support and resistance, everybody. Yeah, for those who are catching this after catching last night video, look at the number of touches that we have had at 342.50. Based on our definition yesterday in the video and our explanation on there, that's support, right? The price has bounced one time, two times, three times, kind of four times, five times, 4 to 5 times over the last October 8th to October 23rd today. Over the last couple of weeks, the price is holding steady on here. Yeah, so meaning it's finding buyers every time that it tries to go down. So from there, we say that, hey, after a while, then the price, those buyers, those who are supporting the price at this level, can find a strength to start driving the SPY up. That's the very embodiment of support and resistance, and you are seeing it right there. So in this case, support, and then we talked about natural support. Those will be our moving averages. Yeah. So, and you can see on here that the green line is the exponential moving average. 8, nope, that's the 20 telex. The 8 is the yellow line. So it has served as natural support over the last 4 days, literally 1, 2, 3, 4. But the problem has been that every single time that it has tried, SPY has tried to go up, except yesterday. So yesterday, first green candle after the 4 days. Hey, this morning it's gapping up by a bit, 346. So it will be interesting. So hence need to be involved on here, because why? The stock, it's moving, doing something that it has done before. That's something it has done before. For us, we can say, okay, where was the resistance the entire week? So meaning somebody could say, then you can set up your trading to say, okay, if this stock closed above the last area of resistance, which by the way, the other thing we said, right, meaning the current resistance may have been support in the past. Yeah. So in this case here, for SPY recently, we don't see that many points here, but resistance on here, got rejected here, we got rejected here. So the first price really is 347, 347 and a half. How can SPY hit that, and how does it behave in relation to that? If it's able to go above that, and in order for it to go above that, one of the things we shared yesterday was what? That it will need strength. That strength will be, we will be able to see it as traders with a big candle, a big body candle. Yes, we showed example of that using Baidu, using even Western Digital, and even pins. So those were, if my memory served me last night. So here today, it's buy in for a big green candle. That green candle needs to close above 347.5, and from there we can say that hey, the bullish trend has resumed, because now here's another inclination here. This can we zoom in, or maybe it's just my eyes deceiving me? The direction on here of the exponential moving average 8, the yellow line, slightly changed yesterday. It was trending down as if we wanted to come and cross over. Yesterday we were using the word kiss and a rendezvous. So it seems like rendezvous may be upward. Rendezvous may be upward of 347, 350 and the likes. So let's see if they do that. So typically on Friday, when they want to do that, I mean, they have done that here where they start from the get-go, just melting up all the way. But typically they like to reserve that for late in the last 2 hours of the session. So be patient, and let's see what ensues today. What's ensues today very quickly. For QQQ, let's see if QQQ did a similar thing. QQQ, oh, look at the divergence, if you will, between QQQ and SPY. Meaning we didn't have a green candle yesterday on the daily, but still QQQ itself, same thing over the last 4 days. Support at what level? 282 something, 283, 282.9 if you really want. Yeah, it hits it all last 4 days, and yesterday it dipped a little bit. It was down at most 1% yesterday, and from that 1% it came back up again. That support, you don't have to guess, this is a natural support. That's the green line on here on our chart, the exponential moving average 20 period, which is the here at 283.39. We talked about 283 number yesterday, right, in this daily stock market analysis. So let's see on here. This QQQ has been on a losing streak, but here definitely we can call this, yeah, support, consolidation. That's the other word that they use for it in technical analysis. Sure. So from here, expecting a green candle is not gapping as much as SPY. If you notice, it's gapping up, but not that much, less than a point. So it will be interesting. It's an interesting time on here. QQQ nowhere to hide, SPY nowhere to hide. They have to pick a direction on here after a lot of sideways action. I expect the move, whichever direction that it goes, it has to be big enough such that it's convincing to give yeah, a clear direction to other traders to join in. That how stock work. That's so here for us, bullishness really above 288. They're about to clear this area on here. The gap that was here was filled, and then just spend time doing nothing of that, which you know for QQ that's not the case. But we know next week's going to be earnings for a lot of the techs, right? So QQQ, it's going to be influenced by that, so we expect movement on there. For today, let's see if they continue this sideways action, because that's what it has been. But by this time next week, definitely a direction will be defined. All right, let's see if we have good morning to Mr. B who just joined. Good morning, Mr. Jitendra. And bonjour, Monsieur Mickey. So I have to say the mandatory bonjour, Monsieur Mickey, every morning here. Otherwise, I mean, Monsieur Mickey, he's one of the pillar of this organization since day one. And I remember, for those who are on Discord, you know what I'm talking about. So we appreciate you, sir. We appreciate you greatly. All right. So it is currently 9:02 Eastern. And we just spent time looking at the 30,000 view of SPY and QQQ to somehow get an idea about this market. So in this line of top, let's say what worked yesterday. Yesterday was one of those yeah, I would say frustrating day, and really that's the other side, right? We need to talk more psychology about the trading in the market, because a lot have happened between our ears. So either you're a new or a seasoned trader, there is a lot that can happen. So meaning I get conversation with traders in the middle of the live trading. They kid you not. That's yeah. I feel especially if you are new, you haven't seen all of this. Change of direction, just like, oh my god, you have the impression that hey, whatever you do, you will always lose. I kid you not. I kid you not. That happens a lot. And this market right now, the state that it is, it's not an easy market to trade, to say the least, by any stretch of your imagination. So yeah, so hence the patience, when you are new, my advice would be to focus on educating yourself. Paper trading, it's boring because especially guys, we are like, oh, I need to get so much. And but if you want to do that, just make sure that your risk is not much, meaning it's something that hey, will not somehow put you in a dire position this in regard to your account. So yeah, yesterday I'm stopping. I'm making a pause because the OBS studio just stopped, and then now saying that it's reconnected successfully. I don't know what your experience was on your end. So let's share a chart of Western Digital, because this is one that oh yeah, this one, yeah, we use this one. Remember this breakout on here, and then since then, this is classic. This is classic. This is what's going on here. So Western Digital, let's go to the 15 minutes of it yesterday, because if you had a struggle from, let's say, geez, was it on Monday or Tuesday that we're gonna involve initially? It wasn't moving for 2 days. Meaning frustrating. Absolutely, it wasn't moving at all. This is it here, starting on the 21st. Yeah, not much. Even after the small gap, nothing was happening whatsoever. But then at some point, it started moving. I do not recall what time exactly we shared with you that hey, this was moving. I don't know if it was here actually. Oh, I cannot check because my good. What's his name? My Discord on my computer decided to not be so friendly this morning at launch. So Mr. it was Mr. I mean, Mr. Beto will remind me of that. Okay, let's see. I'm looking on my phone. So Western Digital, we share this at 2:18 Eastern, right? So where we say Western Digital eventually woke up. Are the 44 calls bound to close in the morning? That's right on there. On those 44 calls, I kid you not, because I was trading them. Prior in the day, I think they were going for 11 cents, and I was looking at this position saying, oh my goodness, is this thing going? But for some reason, I think we talked about it in pre-market that, hey, it will be a proxy for STX. So hence, I had no problem. It was a stronghold. And the calls were the ones still above, well, slightly above water, but at 11 cents, it wasn't much. So when I shared this at 2 p.m., 2:18 p.m., so meaning an hour and almost 40 minutes to the close, they were worth 22 cents. Yeah. And then from there, they went all the way to over 50 cents. But what was happening at some point, I kept putting updates in the chat, was that the put at some point the stock it went to, let's say, 43.70 something. So okay, at the time, even let's say the contract for the 44 calls, they were only worth 40 cents or something, 41 cents or something. Then it came down to 43.50 thereabout for a good 5-10 minutes. It stayed there, but then both calls and puts start appreciating through implied volatility change. I kid you not. So to the point where I had quite a few contracts, and when it started moving, I added more. You know that, right? That's all I think. Always be ready that hey, when it's the position of yours start making money, if you have capital left, that's the time to scale in. And at 20 something cents, hey, it's still affordable. Yeah, that's how for us we were able to save that a position that was taken, spent today doing nothing whatsoever, losing money, doing nothing. That's mean losing money. Let me put it in layman terms, because and wish for a struggle is very frustrating, because like, oh, that's the worst case scenario, because we're losing money on both directions. So, but imagine how late. So again, it was at 2:18 that I saw it. 2:18. Where's 2:18 here on our chart? So this is 2 p.m. Eastern. 2:18 is this candle on here. But prior to that, so from the question that hey, prior to that, folks, was distracted. I wasn't, but this wasn't the one I was paying attention to. This is the crossover here of the EMA, right? So this position here, when it got here, would have really been the time to say, hey, something was going to happen, because it's attacking the upper Bollinger and it's posting a new high of the day above VWAP. So meaning my point on here, because again, let's go look at this. So for me, I shared here because I was distracted. I shared this somewhere here, yeah, somewhere in this between these two candles. But I'm saying that for us, above VWAP, yeah, a crossover between EMA, the recent momentum EMA 8 in yellow over the EMA 20, and then at the Bollinger, so something was cooking. So they start posting new highs. Had to retreat a little bit here, right? You see now, natural resistance. Upper Bollinger Band. This is it at work on here. Sideways for 45 minutes or almost an hour, you can say, because this is, each one of these is 15-minute candle, and then boom. But my point is that you would have seen the move, because for me, the last time I checked it, those 44 calls, they were worth 11 cents. And then when I saw it here, they were worth 22 cents. You would have had a time there to catch that whole move. It was not bad. Actually, it was great. It was great. It turned out very good for us because we added more contract. And then, almost timing it perfectly, we added puts when this thing was doing this, because we have seen this before, right? When something popped like that. By the way, was it a similar pop to? Yeah, this was the 19 where it pops almost pretty much not quite at the same time. So I thought that there was some type of news going on or something that it will pop again. So the put that we took there, they went from 10 cents to 30 cents. So 200% on that. And let's say even the 22 cents, if you took them at that time, but if you take them much sooner, they were much cheaper. So winning on both, it was incredible to win on both the side there. So, and then, well, for us, the moment that we shared with you that this thing was popping, we made it our lotto, right? We recommended, what did we recommend? We recommended the 44 calls because that thing was creeping towards it. Yeah, they were printing less than 28 cents. I'm reading my the updates here instead of the Discord, and then the 43 puts at the time. Well, those 43 puts, my friend, if you took them, first of all, congratulations, because they closed in the money. But more importantly, according to this, in the pre-market right now, because STX is dropping after its earning, this one is dropping as well, and they're starting at 41.70. So 43 puts that you carried overnight, now you are here at 41.70. That's not bad. If you ask me, $1.30 in the morning, that's congratulations. Speaking of STX, and okay, remember, we just learned about proxy, setting up proxy trading, and here is the very next day we got rewarded on that. So STX, I just want to take the time here to share something with you before we take a look at some of the opportunities. So where to go from here? Where to go from here, actually, for me, let's say Western Digital, 41.70 was the support yesterday, because after the earnings of STX, the first price that they printed, I remember that was 41.70 there. But meaning, if this is a support, folks, yeah, what do you want to do here? You already have puts, I'm guessing, or if you don't, let's say you missed the whole thing, that's fine. You have an opportunity on here to set up a gangster trade. Your gangster trade should have a slight bias, if you will, toward calls, but just a slight, yeah, because it showed support yesterday at this price, meaning a potential scenario on here that could be happening this morning would be that they put in a quick low, I don't know, close to maybe 41 something, 10, 41, whatever, and then from there it gaps up. So your gangster setup on the calls could on the gangster setup in both directions. If you don't know what a gangster trade, I made a mistake the other day. What was it? There was a stock that was Snap, where I put 33 puts and then 40 puts as well. No, it was the 40 calls. I've corrected myself in the video, but only one person was actually came to me. So I don't know, maybe nobody's following this as well. So as I'm speaking, I have been Okay, somebody it's telling me that some channels are missing inside of the Discord. So yeah, I cannot even get inside of that. So I will address that. So I will address that after. I can see all of them, but yeah, I didn't get to paste the pre-market, but that's, I don't know if that's an excuse. So I'm hoping that so people who are missing out on this, they don't rely on us putting that. We do this show every single day. So if you're a subscriber, you get the notification when we put the, we schedule the streaming or from YouTube, right? So where were we? We were saying that there was an opportunity to trade Gangster on here. That trade is not over. But I wanted also to share something with you. I wanted to share with you the value, if you will, of the quant analysis on for earnings that's we have been doing. So let me share. Let me go to bring that. Most of you have that already, right? So if you don't, maybe this is your opportunity to invest in this. Here, so is it what is sharing? Yep, I hope so. Here is the. Let me first make sure that there are no messages inside of here. Okay. We are not missing any recent communication that somebody posted. So quickly here's Cygate, STX, right? I want to bring your attention to the fact that, not that it always does that, but this is one of the things that you can get, right? Out of this, you can get an idea of by how much the move could be. I want you to go to the prior earnings. You have 3 of them. November time frame. Is there a way for me to highlight out of this? I don't think so. Yeah, there's a highlighter, Telex. Fantastic. Now my new friend is highlighting everything. So for us, we are highlighting this one. So let's look at the move on here. Oops. We don't want to do that, folks. That's not the one. So we are highlighting 2008 November 3rd. That's the same, this thing, they did change a little bit. Then we are highlighting this one here, October 23rd, 2017. Yeah, look at the jump. I want to bring to your attention the jump. This is not the first time. You can check it. You have the document, right? And then last one. So we want to do sequentially this quarter in previous years. How has the stock behaved? Yeah. So here, it doesn't give you the direction, but don't focus on that. Focus on the percentage move in absolute, meaning that the expected percentage move here over based on historical predictions, that's what quant analysis is, was at least over 4%. Yeah. So check how much the stock is moving this morning. So to give you an idea. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 for you is now to find out, fine, when the stock has done that in prior October earnings, how did it behave the day after? So 3% on the call side, minus 5% on the other direction, on the put side. 3% up, this is the difference between the open and the high. This is the open and the low on that day. So 4%, minus 4% here. So here 4%. So my friend, for the October time frame, the stock is bound. First of all, it's showing us that it has a high probability of actually going higher compared to the open price. By how much? About 3%, between 3 and 4%. That gives you your strike for your gangster trade on SGX right now. But the other thing is that it's moving between the open and the low. This is it as well, meaning this stock behaved almost 8%. Why? Because did it put in the high and then it went down, or did it put in the low and then it went up? Because this is measuring open to low as well. This is open to high. So when you see this, we've talked about this with some of you, when you see these move, especially in both directions, like we are seeing here, then you know that this stock's gonna be moving. This is an invitation galore for you to get involved with your gangster trade. And even day 2, because day 2 meaning next week as well. But for today, as we stand on here, the last 3 earnings here, no. But for us, we are just going off of seasonality. The third quarter one, they have been moving with slightly more on the call side. But you have minus 4% here. You have minus 5% on here. The most recent earning, it moved minus 2% for the put. But then the jump wasn't that much. Here we have a jump this morning of what, almost 4%, which resemble more like this, in line with this. So we expect movement here on STX. This is one of the better examples that I could bring you on how to use this quant analysis that we have put together. For us, we have seen it many times on many stock, hence we feel confident trading them after, and we even have a small hint about the direction of the trade. All right, so whoa, what time is it? It's 6:20 Pacific. Let's dive into the power A trade and quickly take a look at the US equities before we give everybody back some time to set themselves up for another trading session for October the 23rd, 2020. Let me just a quick check again in the chat room. No comments, no request of any type. So what do we have here? What we have in front of us is on a Friday, October the 23rd. We are to, oops, am I looking at the right one? Yep, we are to say that out of our stock market technical analysis today that, oh boy, sorry, I just have so many things, so many screens. So I'm sharing the proper screen. I want to leave something, I want to leave this one as well. And I'm looking for, the thing that I'm looking for is telling me that I'm not connected to it right now. That's my problem. Well, okay, so this one is saying that expired, so hopefully that's good. Okay, I cannot see which that you guys are seeing. That screen has disappeared. Okay, well, we'll stop on that. We know that QQQ is up 0.25% or just shy of 1 point. SPY is up 1.28 points or 0.37%. The opportunities that we have revolve for Gangster Trade revolve around STX and Western Digital, so meaning a carryover of which that we discussed yesterday. If there are no questions, I want to give everybody, well, first of all, thank you everybody for sticking around. We had some small technical difficulty. We were disconnected once, but really we appreciate you. Have a great trading session, and we will be in touch. I know maybe some people, they could not get the access to the YouTube channel, but I will remind everybody that we post, especially now we are scheduling them ahead of time, so meaning the links are known ahead of time. With the technical difficulty we had this morning pasting them. For those who are catching the playback, if you are not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so. We have a great incentive for you. You're going to have 3 times more increased probability of gaining access to our subscription trade alert services. Next Saturday, we are going to select 3 random names as part of the group of people who have subscribed between September 1st and October 31st. Yep. Until then, folks, I wish you a great weekend. Have a great trading session. We will talk to you later. Bye-bye.